YouTube? It's a great Saturday morning. Once again, it's Kennard, Vernon Stewart here for the podcast. We're talking Auburn football. Go ahead and like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle. Okay, so another room that's kind of full for Auburn, I think, this year is the wide receiver position room. Got a little bit more height, probably got a little bit more skill set than in the past. Because, I mean, comparatively speaking, you look at the incoming freshmen, I mean, Kobe Hudson, some of those guys who are coming in, it really going to be a huge factor in this wide receiver core and could take this wide receiver core to the next level. Now, will they be, like Alabama's receivers were? Probably not. Those guys were like super fast. They were hard to guard. And then they had a really good quarterback in Tua Tagovailoa, who could find ways in space to get these guys the ball. I would say if at its optimal level, Auburn has the opportunity to have a wide receiver core kind of similar to what LSU had this year. They weren't super fast, but they were really skilled, and they were really, the key factor too is going to be the coaching factor. Are these guys going to be well coached? Cody Burns, has he stepped? Now, one or two things with Cody Burns. One, you got experience now under his belt. And I think this year he has the opportunity to have a lot more higher level of skill set than he's had in the past. I like the fact that, obviously Kobe Hudson, probably one of the more diverse guys in the group. Then out of the 2019 recruiting class, then you look at other receivers in this particular group, wide receiver out of Alpharetta, Georgia, who was really huge in the recruiting process. Xavion Capers is his name. J.J. Evans, a very skilled wide receiver out of Montevallo, Alabama. So, I mean, the sky is definitely the limit. But one thing I want to know is, when you talk about experience, you talk about a junior, a transfer from Youngstown State, Zach Farrar. What my biggest question is, where is Gus Malzahn, Chad Morris, Cody Burns? Where will Zach Farrar fit? I just didn't understand in a lot of cases why Zach Farrar didn't, have a little bit more action than what he did. I do understand first year, you have Eli Stove, you have, Seth Williams, Anthony Schwartz was kind of battling some injuries, and then Will Hastings. But I just thought that, Zach Farrar could have got some more touches with the football. Kind of like how J.J. Wilson, the H-back, started to get a little bit more love down the stretch, receiving-wise. Zach Farrar recording almost 330 yards in his final year at Youngstown State really showed the, opportunity to potentially be an impact player. He had 20 catches, 307 yards, and 1 touchdown. And maybe it's a elite talent issue. Like I said, he definitely has the size. He can catch the football. Maybe he just doesn't have quite have the speed wanted or needed. But I'm really interested to see where Zach Farrar would be. He looked pretty good at times at that wide receiver position on the outer edge. But we just never know. But I want to hear your comments, because this is just a conversation we're starting, talking about Zach Farrar and talking about where he could possibly fit in this scheme of Auburn's offense. Like the video, comment, and subscribe to Vernon Speaks Sports Auburn. And as always, it's great to be an Auburn Tiger, War Eagle.